Hey, Saggies. I'm your Empress Divine. You're watching the Empress Divine Channel. I channel messages directly to Divine Feminine, directly from Source, okay? And this reading is for the Venus and Aries transit. Venus moved into Aries February 7th and will remain there until March 4th. Withstanding the Mercury retrograde and all, we are already in the pre-shadow phase. It starts on the 17th, I believe. So we're trying to see what's going on because Venus is trying to bring some loving, lighthearted, beautifully aesthetic energy into a kind of chaotic and disorderly, aggressive, confrontational Aries arena. Okay? So it's like this goddess of love walks into a fight club. And we trying to just settle things out. Venus is in her detriment, so we want to give you a message, all right, Sagittarius? And with Venus in Aries, that means Venus will be transiting your 5th house. So we're going to see how that affects you, okay? We'll get your goddess guidance first, and then we'll start, all right? Kali, endings and beginnings. Something wants to be born. Something new is trying to pop off, but something old has to be completely washed away and let go. The Kali endings and beginnings card specifically reads the old must be released so that the new can enter. Okay. So we're going to go into the tarot and see what guidance we have here from the tarot about that. While I was meditating over this transit for the fire signs, I just got this sense that things would be much easier on fire signs during this Venus and Aries and during the retrograde. I just heard smooth like butter. It's like butter. While I was shuffling, I just kept hearing like butter. Like, you should have heard the way the cards was just like they were just purring while I was shuffling them. And I just had to tell each of you fire signs so that you can have that sense of ease that I'm feeling. I just really do feel a sense of ease and things just being like butter. So whatever it is that you have to let go, I feel like it'll go ahead and phase itself out in a way that is not like, traumatizing or tragic or anything. Whatever has to go will go smoothly, I feel. You'll transition from one thing right on into the next. We have the Hangman, Judgment, 9 of Coins, and 8 of Staffs. And when I was talking about transitioning from one thing right on into the next, for some Sagittarius, that's going to be a relationship. You know how y'all do. I'm not going to just say y'all because my natal chart, I only have a Sagittarius midheaven, but that still gives me a Sagittarian reputation. So people look at me that way. They look at me like I just, all right, deuces, out of one thing into another. But that's not really the case. So I'm not going like stereotype y'all like that. But for some, I do feel like you'll be easily transitioning out of one thing and into another. It may look like that, but this is something that you've pondered over. There's some thought that has gone into this. It's like maybe you didn't want to let something go, but I think you realize that it's finally time. And during this transit, you'll be in a place where you can do it and it won't inconvenience you in any way. Whatever you've been working on, like in terms of like your money area, I see that things are going good that way, whether it be money, housing affairs, your car, material wealth, things like that. I feel like they are going good. They're going well. Things are going quickly. Like you're progressing maybe much quicker than you thought you would. So your attention is now focused on that as opposed to a connection or a relationship. And that could be that ease with which you kind of, leave something. It's like you're able to kind of just let go and let flow. Oh, I like that. If you go from just, being committed to someone or maybe just being, little boyfriend, girlfriend, little talking situation or whatever into something serious, like for real, It's like we're not just playing house no more. If you're wanting to level up and move to some, shoot, yeah, with the Judgment card sitting on top of that 10 of coins like that, like that's the level up. That's the relationship, the epitome of the relationship that you want. A long time it was just, we playing these little kissing games and shacking up and all that, like the old folks say. But it's like now I'm just trying to get myself together, and I want to be more, and I want to do more, and who I used to be. I'm looking at that and I'm realizing that that's not what I want to take into my future, that I want more for myself. So you're realizing that some things need to change. And the fact that your finances or your financial circumstances are transforming, like maybe if before you felt like you didn't have enough, now you have more than enough. Or maybe if before you felt like you were doing pretty good, you're about to start doing excellent. Like things take a big transformation like that. They're moving along exponentially. And of course that's going to kind of change some of the things, and everybody's not going to like it. Everybody's not going to like this transformation or this transition that you're about to make. But unless they're able to give you what you're giving yourself through your own hard work or through your own ingenuity, then they're not going to be able to stick along with you. There's people who would have to fall off. They would have to fall off the wagon anyway, because you were very specific about the direction that you're going in. And it looks good. It really does. Look, Venus is about more than just love now. Venus will bring you a stack of coins. Venus will bring you some pretty nice opportunities. She absolutely will. Venus will pick you up and sit you in a very nice environment. So I feel like she's coming in and she's just blessing everything that you're trying to create in your life. What you try to create on your own. She's blessing that. Something that is the fruit of your labor. Venus is blessing that. I think you may have some reservations about how quickly you move on. Or someone else may have some reservations about how quickly you move on. There could be some talk, but it's like, who cares? Who cares? Yes, I'm a whore. Who cares? Slut shame me if you want. It's like those labels don't really do anything to you. You're such a charismatic person that no one could tear down your reputation even if they tried to. It's like even if somebody called you the biggest whoring harlot, hoe bag, slutty, tramp, cum bucket, all types of just, explicitly derogatory names, it would only make other people want to experience you more. It's like, it's that type of energy that's happening here. And it just goes back to what we were talking about in your last reading. Like, they want to get to you, and they want they want to draw some energy from you so bad, and it's pissing them off that you are transitioning and moving forward. So whatever little tricks or whatever that they may have for you is just not going to work. The ones who want to pull you back. Those who do have something to offer you, or those who challenge you to grow a little bit, they can definitely come along with you. Especially like in a relationship. Like if it's someone, for a lot of you, it'll be, you kind of moving forward, transitioning out on your own and just being profitable and still having a lot of people on you. For some of you, this energy, it hits on all levels, and it has to be interpreted on all levels. Only your story. A private reading, I can tell you more, but for the general population, on some levels, it's like you're in a relationship, like let's say for those who are married, and you're not just going to break up and slide off with someone else, hopefully. But the relationship, like it goes through its ups and downs, but I feel like this person is good for you. And maybe there has been some issues, and maybe one person was carrying the other's weight, or one person felt like they had to carry more of the other's weight, and that kind of put a disconnect in the relationship. Like one didn't want to be a burden, but now that one of you guys is back on your feet and getting things going, and I see really you, Sagittarius, now that you're back on your feet and getting things going, making your money, you're standing tall in your confidence, and a lot of the issues that maybe the two of you were having, it can be laid to rest, and you can just learn the lessons and keep the lessons. But as far as like, you know, being temperamental because maybe your money wasn't together, those issues can finally be laid to rest. So little spats about money and stuff like that, that's something that can go away. And this is a, you know, a love that can go from just, you know, we're together, or, you know, maybe we engaged, or we're newlyweds. Because that's definitely the type of energy that I'm feeling here. Somebody is moving like from newlyweds to really realizing that, okay, I'm gonna stick it out with this person for real, for real. Or, you know, if not married, just being in a relationship and y'all having this little situationship, going through some things, and then realizing, oh, okay, I really do want to, you know, stick it out with this person. This is my equal counterpart, so I want to keep them around. But there's a lot of progress that I'm feeling here, whether you're single or if you're in a relationship. Like I said, the energy can go both ways. You have the King and the Queen of Swords. No, that's not the King, excuse me. That's the Queen of Swords that came out, and then the Knight of Swords came out in like the minor details. So yeah, it's the feminine that I feel who's really, I guess, leading the charge in terms of transforming the relationship right now. It's kind of in the ball is in your court, I should say. Yeah, it's your counterpart is trying to work with you. For some of you, you don't want to work with this person anymore, and that's when I'm talking about the person who was like, you know, name calling and try to slut shame, and they say that you move on quick, which means that you loose and all of that, this, that, and the other. Disregard it, pay it no mind, because your cup is so full, you're so abundant. It's like spirit is just watching over you. You have so much favor right now. It's a good time. Even during Mercury retrograde, it's just a really good time for your creative endeavors, because you've been planning things out and you've been working on things and doing so well that you have that cushion. Even if you do make a mistake and, you know, take a little, you have to review or reassess some things just to be sure, double check 4, 5, 6 times just to make sure that you do it right. It's a good time for you to explore your creativity, because you have really prosperous energy right now. There's a lot of change up. You're just ready for the level up. You're ready to be grown now. You're ready for more. And those who are ready for more, they can come along with you. Those who are not, you will transition easily, but point blank period, you are still going to be transitioning, just moving into a new realm of life. We're having all of these energetic shifts here in the 3D, and you are partaking of it. You absolutely are. And for those who decide to transition out of a relationship, there still is this energy of you going from someone who has themselves together to you being partnered with someone who has themselves together too. So the 10 of Coins is present regardless, whether you're single or whether you're currently with someone. It's like you're just not playing the dating games anymore. You're dating for marriage. Or hypergamy. You're not doing no struggle love no more. You're dating for security. You're just really taking care of yourself, and things are going well. Your standards are good. You're communicating them nice and clearly. You are only dealing with people who, you know, who meet those standards, and it's working for you. Okay? So Sagittarius, that has been your Venus and Aries reading. Congratulations on all your success. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Notification gang, thank y'all for always coming through and supporting me right when I upload a video. I love you guys so much. And Sagittarius, I will see you guys next time. Bye.